So tiring. Although the Holden Commodore has power steering, it still doesn't make up for the fact that it's quite a heavy car to manhandle around this street circuit.
Into the hairpin corner. Moffat with a big lead still over David Parsons. Lower cars. Is that Parsons? Yes, it is. Parsons has had a big crunch up on the guardrail. Car number 11, the NZ Connectors Commodore, is heading back to the pits, and there goes the race for Larry Perkins and David Parsons. But still a lot of traffic out there. The slower cars haven't been making life easier for the drivers, particularly in the tight sections of racetrack. The Harvey low car goes through. Alan Moffat sits in behind to pick his time to make a passing manoeuvre, probably as they head down the start-finishing straight next time. Neil Lowe doing a great job in the second of the mobile. I would think that the mobile Holden dealer team would be satisfied with this 1-2 performance, and so too with TWR. Tom Walkinshaw coming up through the field, car number 51. Major Tom looking the goods at this stage. He's made it up to 5th in the race. Car number 31. What wretched luck. They were running in the top 3, so Crow and Richards are out of the Nissan Mobile 500. Their bad luck continues. Not backward and giving the big Jag plenty of stick. Look at him through here. Sideways through here. Oh, and almost catches it on the guardrail. Sahana is through and in pretty poor shape, but he guns it back down the straight.
Trevor Crow was the driver who
set up here, and troubles here on the bridge as well. Two of the cars have collided, and also Bill Bryce, by the look of it, as well. In the BMW 325, the car that was co-driven by Tony Longhurst, and there is the car. Bryce's machine parked in against the guardrail. Bryce stepping out of the car. I tell you what, they've had some damage here this weekend. It's almost a graveyard of late models up there, and the marshals trying to pull the cars off. Win Percy, meantime, looking for 3rd place, and here he comes, chasing Glenn McIntyre. He's already been rounded up by John Harvey. They're pretty close as they come across the bridge here. And Win Percy is on the prowl, coming down the outside, and he swings underneath and takes it back. So Win Percy has now advanced to 3rd. A great drive for the man who has sent the European Touring Car Championship seeing the light.
Tom, it's been a great charge from behind from you.
Yeah, well, that's what we planned to do, you know. We thought we'd take it easy the first half of the race and go in the second. Unfortunately, we got 3 punctures, and so we've had a couple of unscheduled pit stops, and that's what has screwed up the master plan. But, well, we're giving it all we've got at the moment. Wynn's doing a good job.
So you think there's a realistic chance now for 2nd place?
Yeah, we're about 6 seconds behind the 2nd place car, so he's going for it.
And he certainly is. John Harvey feeling the pressure now. Harvey running in 2nd behind Brock, and Win Percy getting closer all the time. And pulling out as they come down the straightaway now, and almost a touch there of cars. Tom's excited about the whole thing because Win Percy has now been able to put a lot of pressure on John Harvey in car number 3. Sydney out accelerates.
Great comeback from Win Percy. Remember, this car qualified in 10th at the hands of Tom Walkinshaw. Then they had more tyre problems. Early in the race, they had to switch to a hard compound. Now he's coming back. He's challenging for 2nd place. He's got the horsepower. Range is up on the outside. And Win Percy through to 2nd place in the Nissan Mobile 500.
The win certainly in Percy's race as he takes the left-hander. Car number 3 drops back into 3rd. That's John Harvey, so things are looking good for the TWR team, sponsored by Strathmore Motorsport for their New Zealand campaign.
See whether it runs 500 k's or 4 hours, in fact, and Percy's in trouble. Win Percy in strife in the Jaguar.
Yes, he's limping around the circuit. Engine sounding very, very rough indeed. And what wretched luck for Win Percy in car number 51. All the way back through the field. 2nd place locked up solid. And things not looking good. And it says it all.
The way through. There's the form finish board for 1-2 for the media. And this is going to be copybook stuff from the dealer team.
Yes, a signal there to Peter Brock to just ease it up a little. Let John Harvey catch up in car number 3. Here's Harvey. He's just come through past the Foster's Bridge and trying to close it up behind Peter Brock. The danger, though, for Harvey is going to be Glenn McIntyre, because he's really only about 8 or 10 seconds in arrears. So it'll be fine for Peter Brock to slow it up, but if Harvey catches him, both cars are likely to then be caught by Glenn McIntyre. Here's Harvey coming down to the start, finishing straight, and this will be a fine result for Harvey, keeping in mind he won the second leg in the Mobile Series at Pukekohe near Auckland last year.
Well, Brock is absolutely coasting as he goes past our commentary point and down to the hairpin towards the wall. Harvey now looms up in the background as they go through the very tight left-hander. Neil Lowe with Bev Harvey. They know that they've bagged one, but there's the BMW in the background, although McIntyre is coasting as well. I wonder whether he realises there's still a lap to go. Looking at the clock now, we're approaching about 4 or 5 minutes past the hour, which I would say has caught a few of the teams out, because it's going to be determined on time, not laps.
Well, they've managed to out-accelerate again, going down to the left-hander. Peter Brock in 0.5. There's McIntyre in the distance.
Well, he's given the game away. He obviously thinks that
the race is over.
Yes, and that's a mistake.
Well, it could be a costly one. Here's Brock coming through past the Foster's Bridge. The big crowd here on the Wellington waterfront ready to erupt as the two Mobile Commodores come out of the final chicane back onto the start, finishing straight. And of course the 1987 Nissan Mobile 500, a formation finish as they come down the start finishing line. But chalk it up 1-2 to the Mobile Holden dealer team. A fine result, and Glenn McIntyre and the Stake-Cole BMW will take third. So plenty of Aussies will be delighted about that. Charlie O'Brien's car gets up for a third place finish.